Alright, I'm at 14 in.
I'm in with you. Looks like
Triple melee, triple melee. In fact, it looks like mirror builds almost. Oh, actually, Monk Dervish on lag.
likely going to the Armor of Sanctity monks to try to defend.
I want to just quickly point out, lag is running 6 dervishes, 3 primary and 3 secondary.
Yeah, and they have Armor of Sanctity on the Necro too, so there's going to be a lot of weakness going around.
Just a really quick, just sort of info for people that may not be familiar. What does Armor of Sanctity do, and what is it? Why is it important?
Armor of Sanctity, when you cast it, it causes weakness to everybody around you, and then while it's maintained, anybody who's conditioned that attacks you does less damage by about 14 or so. Tom, at the specs they're going to be running?
Yeah, probably about 14, which is really good because they're going to be putting out so many conditions, and most of the people that are taking damage from are going to be conditioned.
So in terms of gameplay, the immediate thing that I see is that Forever and Ever's Ranger is, well, at least a few seconds ago was having a lot better poison coverage as opposed to AFK's Ranger, who's busy dealing with this Flagger. And it's a very early push, you know, minute 40, Flagger's actually desync, stops to put Resilient on, misses the Mage Bane shot and goes underneath the staircase. What is that? Okay, he's back. Lots of deeps over here on AFK. 4 sustained deeps, 3 poison up, down. Lots of physical pressure here on left. As oh my gosh, we have a monk down already. On
That was really out of
Casper's
nowhere.
side.
That was just a good dervish spike right there.
Yeah, that was good damage. Lots of pressure in terms of just red bar go down for on left, but lots of aids over here on AFK's side. Bar sort of deepening, but that kill is huge. Lots of poison coverage. This has to be disease. No, this is poison. That is some crazy coverage from Mr. Hunted Erzian. Lots of poison coverage, lots of pressure here over on lag. You can just see these bars just crawling down. Deep wound, surprise deep wound on cute Phil QQ almost goes down.
Interrupted poison on number 4 for AFK. Both rangers are going to be trying to hit poison right now as we see a dervish drop.
Oh, no.
Lead Signet on number 4 and Mage Bane, so he's really geared up to try to stop the other guys apply poison.
Yeah, and he's trying to fake up this supply poison here.
Rangers have their own little meta game they play against each other
Yeah.
every match.
And it's so crucial too. Apply poison is so good. He went behind this little if you're not that experienced with Jade, you can use these little rocks on top of the staircases to break line of sight in order to get these apply poisons. Obviously, that doesn't apply to AFK's Ranger, who has Leech Signet, which doesn't require line of sight. And we're just seeing a lot of pressure here. You can see sort of that little mind game paying off. Just generally you see more poison on lag than you do on AFK.
We were talking after last match about how you can have a dervish run a flag in this triple melee build, and that's what we see lag doing right now. Trying to keep that Rid at stand to keep themselves alive while this number 1 runs in the
Yeah, and as he's running in though, just eating, he's going to be eating damage. This is going to be the longest short stretch of land that he's going to be forced to trek here. Or I guess not. Wow, that was
No, here's the big
remarkably
thing.
easy.
They're going to cap, and they have the Grasping Earth Ranger, so he's going to be able to do a lot. I don't see a flag up for
no
red.
one-
Do you
Yeah,
guys
been
see
going-
it?
flag is in base for AFK.
So this is going to be a big pressure that's going to come in here.
Nobody...
Especially, they're choosing to leave with their Rit too, so they're not only going
Oh,
to be
this is not
slow,
good.
but with
Oh,
They're going to have to
man,
hope they get kills here, otherwise the pressure is really going to set in on
Well,
their
that's the gambit. If you send
Yep.
your Rit back, you're committed to getting kills. If they get a lot of progress on offense, force these guys all the way back, this is going to be huge for left. It sort of looks like, I don't know if it's paying off. I mean, these bars are starting to crawl down, so I guess they're getting this pressure.
They needed to kill that recoup. The second they saw that Rit was going to leave, they needed to get that down. That recuperation still up for
Yeah,
red
this
is helping them
recoup-
out a lot. Now
Aged-
it just dropped though, so they're going to see a lot more pressure.
Right. And lots of red bar down for AFK. Yeah, it's definitely starting to crawl. And forever and
Monks
ever, yeah, these monks are under a lot of pressure. I don't know.
The Flagger's
it's just
back up
like
though, so he's back there. They've survived to an extent. I don't know what energy pressure these monks are under from that, but
Well, yeah,
now
these
it's
monks
LaG's
are being
turn probably
forced to
to take
swap
it.
for every cast. And they're starting to train this number 8. I don't know if that was wise. He's got the weapon of warding on himself, which is always really good. And they've weathered the storm. We all sort of, you know, held our breath when we saw that Ridley, and there were no fatalities. You gotta wonder who that's in favor of.
Well, Blue is going right back to running with their Dervish, so they're not going to be able to get a wave right back. My question is Rick going to learn his lesson and run like right now? I mean, if the Dervish is gone, he just put up both his spirits. Now's the best time for him to go and run a backup flag.
He's sort of hanging around. You see him like trying to jettison energy before he leaves for another flag. Picks up a KO icon.
With spirit channeling though, he's never really going to dump out all his energy.
Oh, I see. And the flag now back.
To the coral.
This is a risky play because he's going to put his own team in kind of a choke here in one of the few areas in Jade. But
and they're definitely not going to boost here. That's way too long of a time and not enough.
Looks like number 8's finally going to start running a flag here. Yeah.
I don't know if
Red.
that was wise to train that Balthderv. He's got a lot of armor. You know, he's not eating nearly as much pressure as anyone else on his team. And now they're
doing it again. Looks like Rit's gonna go. No, he's gonna drop a life.
Nobody's going back for this
real
flag
quick.
yet. And you don't even see this AFK's Ranger, or I mean, you don't see LaG's Ranger. Oh, now he's definitely.
Yep.
Wait. Yeah, now they're aware that it's 130 till boost, and the Rit is now leaving to get the flag. I almost anticipate AFK boosting off of this. Or not AFK, LaG boosting off of this.
But they're taking a lot of pressure right now. They're
Yes, they
facing
are.
it. So this Gambit, I mean, I want to say AFK is like
They're
playing with fire, but
oh my
they
god.
continue to.
Yeah, they're playing with fire. Every time
1
that
minute
it goes.
10 and he's picking up the flag now. This is gonna be...
And he's
Oh,
gonna
this
have to
is
go
gonna be
through
so
a
tough.
grasping guy who's gonna be. You can see him at the flag stand right now. He is ready to kind of book it over there.
Yeah, he's sort of midfield, a little bit advanced in positioning. Oh my gosh, AFK! You can see they're starting to run on fume.
Yeah, he honestly shouldn't even go for the flag at this point. He should just keep pressuring, throwing those interrupts at these monks. And he is.
And
He's
he's
throwing
back.
Mage Bane and D-Shot and
The
recharge.
Ranger Mez that was pushed up for the Rit is now under lots of danger. Getting trained as he puts up applied poison, and the flagger just now arriving as people are dying. This was a huge risk, and he's gonna get this. Oh my God! Lots of people balled up near that flag stand. Oh my God!
Monks
That
at
was so
below
much pressure.
10. Oh,
And we have Dervish number 2 and Monk. Dervish number 1. Then Monk number 7 is he's hanging. He's just barely hanging in there.
That stance is so short. He needs to.
And
needs to get back.
Deathpack Signet was interrupted on number 3. I imagine that's their only remaining red.
I think
As people were dying rapid fire early.
they might have a Siglev too, but they just can't get anything. Like, those dervs might stay down for another minute and 10 seconds. That's a huge...
Now, where is the flag for blue? Oh, it's right there in the... Okay, so they're not going to let them boot, that's for sure. That was huge. We sort of called it, but at the same time we called it the previous time too, so it's sort of weird. Resig is not up for that Necro, and he dies trying to cast it. That's very unfortunate. And they're just going to have to... They're going to have to cut and run here, because if they stick around, they're going to lose people after 10.
They should have.
Looks like they're already poised to do...
cut and run 40 seconds ago. That was really silly of them to even hang out at this flag stand any longer.
Yeah, that Rit was maybe 20 seconds too slow in going for his own flag.
I just don't even think he should have went for it. I think that was just... If the other team's going to run on their front line, unless you're going to get killed...
This monk is
monk's infusing
spamming
himself out.
himself, trying to die before time. Does he have a vamp?
He needs to just go
Come
in the
on, man.
coral. He should have just went for the coral.
There he
there you
goes.
go.
He finally infuses at negative health. In case you aren't aware, using your weapon sets bonus HP, you can go ahead and spam infuse health, keep subtracting keep dividing your HP by 2, to the point where one set of weapon gives you negative health, at which point if you try and infuse, you'll infuse 0 health and die. So if you need to die and there's no source of damage and you have a lot of MG, you can sort of do it that way. And it looks like the fight is back on. The number 1 Dervish just jumps in, eats a ton of damage. This is a very clustered area,
and it's in
red
coral.
players are going to be in
This
coral.
is going to be brutal for both teams.
And we have now progressed through the... Oh my gosh, this number 8 with the flag, so brave, trying to get this in before the boost. He's got 22 seconds. Oh my god, he's gonna die. Deep when he's got no health, he's waiting for some sort of heal. Oh my gosh, that was a brilliant
Monk.
infuse. 15 seconds till he's getting a boost. This Dervish is chasing. Oh my god, he's gonna get this in, but I think he's gonna die right afterward. 9, 8, yeah, he's got this in, but you gotta wonder at what cost. LaG is definitely... They're under pressure here, though.
Yeah, they took
They're
a
not
monk
totally
death
out of-
there. Both teams
That
run
was-
through coral, like, with all this pressure, there's no way there's not gonna be death here.
Oh my
No.
god, we have Brit number 1 dead. On scythe set. Scythe set. Mr. Gold Cape scythe set. And okay, and he's back up on death pad.
And here we go again. The Rit for AFK is gonna go back for another and
Oh my gosh.
I'm-
This is a repeat of history.
And they're running through coral this time. You're adding in coral damage. Like if... Oh, this is... I mean,
They
even
need
if he's
to-
trying to run this in, he's going to be running either through coral with his team, or he's going to be up top, and then his team has to run through coral to get to him if the other team jumps him. This is just...
How many deaths have LaG taken?
I wanna say
Not that many. They're treating this blue boost as if it's gonna end the game. They're like gonna sacrifice the game just to keep LaG from boosting, I think. Get this? Oh my gosh, so it looks like he's got a pretty good path to run. Once again, as he's getting the splat, team-wide. So he's just like, this is a Rit on a mission. He needs to get this flag, and this is the most important
This
thing
is just
in the entire world.
I don't know if this is a team thing, and he's like, do you guys want me to run? They're like, yes, run. Or if he's just a go-go gadget runner who has no idea how to really play the game, and he just grabs flag, puts it in the flag
Oh,
stand.
man.
But we've seen both this game and the other game with the triple dervish. Like, how many deaths has a Rit running a flag cost? Like, just so many deaths because of that mistake. It's ridiculous.
As a flagger, I mean, that was my position. It like pains me to see that kind of thing. I mean, especially because they did it again. Like, I would never let that happen again. I would just say, I'm never touching a flag the rest of the game. You want to run it yourself. Mr.
Right,
Derry.
and it looks like we're just gonna see this end, yeah.
That was
40
just
seconds.
poor flag play eventually. I mean, we called it originally, they survived the storm, but you can only do that so many times, that play.
Right. You gotta wonder how bottomed out their monks were, even after that first game, where they sort of squeaked through.